Hello everyone. It's Elizabeth from the Miss This Shop, and I'm also on YouTube as Lisa Hilario, which is my nickname, and my last name is my maiden name. All right, so this video here is to show you what I do with some of my scraps, as you can see them all over. Okay. So I have in this little bucket like a lot of cut out flowers, which I already had taken them out. Let me put them back in here so I can start showing you what I made and what I'm making. Hold on. Should have done this beforehand, but didn't happen. Alright, so I am going to use scrap like I did in these two tags that I cut out from, I'm going to show you, my leftover from when I used cardstock, these pieces right here, and they're not all the same length or width. So I make tags, cards out of them, whatever, little books. Okay, and here is one of them, and I use them in my journals and as freebies when I send my orders out, and they are cute. And it has baker's twine, like a brownish color. Let's put that on the side. And this is also one of my scraps from one of my 8x8 paper pads from Lobby Hobby. And then I had already cut out from these here too. So all I do is that I pick two out. Oops. These might not be as wide, I think, but I picked two out. And you can use a trimmer if you want to, or your scissors. So I will use my scissors. And I'm going to make one that's not too small, it's kind of large. Didn't measure it. I fold the edges. And there is the tag. I take my crocodile hole puncher, punch a larger hole in here, and this one will be taller, so the height. Let's fold the edges together like this. Oops. And cut. And the same thing with this one. I do like working with the larger ones. I don't know why, but I think there's more space for journaling in them too, if you want to use them on your journal. Alright, so let's move these out the way. Some scraps there. Throw them in the garbage. And I also use tea bags. And these tea bags are pretty. Tea bags you get on Etsy. I don't know where I got them. They're pretty large, like a 4x4. And then when I have cards that maybe my ink is running out and they turn a different color, I make little mini books out of them, and this one is from Jane Austen. And I just cut the paper to size and I sew it, either by machine or by hand. Let's work on this one, which I try to crackle it a little bit. I was going to emboss it, but can't take my embossing machine out right now. Take the whole space over here. It's on my shelf. I just want to crackle a little bit so I can control cracks, like crackles. You know what I mean? I don't want to fold it all because I don't want, you know, to be that many close together. So some of them I make plain and some of them I'll just play around with it like this. You can see. And then what I'm going to do is just bend a little bit, not too much. Different parts of the, you know, makes little crackling lines there. All right, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some of this pumpkin pie ink that looks a little rusty, that's what I like, and go over those cracks. See the cracks? Wait, let me finish it so you can see the cracks. And then I'll just want to distress these edges. Some lines there. If you can emboss, just do this to make a background. So easy. Yeah. And I think that's enough. Crackling. And then the next one, on this one I think I did maybe a little bit more than that one. No, I don't know. Yes, I did. This one, it's a little better. Maybe I should fold it a little bit more and crackle it a little bit more to see the solution of this. Whoa. Okay, we got this one. Wow, I love this one. Okay, this one's so much better. Let me see a little bit here. Now let's open it up again and get more of those cracks. Get that crackling effect on your own. You don't have to buy anything to make this crackle effect. So I'm looking for a crackling effect. And all you have to do is distress instead of going through all that other work. You have to wait for nothing to dry. Don't wet nothing. Alright, and this one. Here goes the lines. See them? Right there. Let's see a little bit more here. Here we go. Let's go. We got that one down. And let me get my wipes. just to wipe this over here so it doesn't mess anything else up that I'll be using. And then I'll dry it. And then we're going to place these two here. And I have already cut some lace, different kinds of lace here. Here. Let's see, we got some ribbon, some more lace, and I was using this one before. Some of this cheesecloth, which I also have some kind of a fabric. And I also took a box of scraps in this plastic container, and I use some of these also. Some of them might be, you know, they're all coffee stains, so I just rip them to size depending on what I'm gonna do and how I'm going to use them. All right, I have some cards in here and some loose scraps, tea stain that I can use for the books also, which is a good idea. And I can also use these to make little pockets in my books. Okay, let's go back to what I was doing. Just put all this on the side. Everything here. I have this. Oh, I had this too in that box. Envelope. And all kinds of pieces. Alright, just want to put some stuff on the side, and what I'm going to do now is I want to cut some organza also for this project. And it doesn't have to be in any kind of shape, so doesn't matter. Okay. So I'll pile all this up here so I can get a small picture. I don't know if I'm going to get this picture. What am I thinking now? What do I have here? Hold on, because I had some, oh, I have some pictures here. See how cute? But then the crackle is going to cover all the crackle. I don't want to cover all the crackle. I can cut them out separately. Or on this little box I have here. I have smaller ones I can use. I also had 2x2, so I cannot find them where I did what I did with those. I don't know. I might have put them over here, I don't remember. But I can use these. These are just fine. So I'm gonna use let's see. I can't, oops. I want to use this little girl here. See it? I don't know if you can really see what I'm doing. Let's see. This little girl right here. And I'll get some distress ink from here. What do I want to use? Don't know. Have some more here. could use coffee. I'll use this coffee that I have here now. Put this at the bottom of it, so I'll know where it is when I'm going to close it up. To distress around the edges. Okay. Maybe I'll do a couple so I could use on others. Just do a couple more. I'll use them. What is this one? Looks a little bigger now. I like it. It's a rose. Very pretty too. Let's see. Looking for people. Okay. A little girl, a little boy. That is so cute. Let's see what else I have down in the bottom. Lady with a hat. All right, let's close this up. So first of all, I want to know if I want to stamp a background here. So I'm going to get up and look for a stamp behind the camera. I want some French. So this one right here, and I will take the brown and see what I can get out of it. And I will move all these scraps out. And I will stamp from here to here. I don't know exactly how it's going. Oh, yes. I got me a background. Check that out. So, all right, let's move it. Let's get a scrap piece of paper. Maybe this big. I want to cut, even though I have a piece of it, I'm going to cut so you can see with my scissors. Move all the scraps out of the way. I might do it like this, and then I'll take this, then I will take, I want the little girl, and I have already cut some of these, and I just find a way. Let me see, where's the rest of them? I had cut some others. I think I've used them up. Let me get some more. Hold on. Here it is. So here is my lace. And in this bag I have more. So I want some coloring. I will get some of this one out. Oops. I might use some of this pinky one. And I also like some of this lace, which is a different kind of rose color. There's roses in it. All right. And I will put this away. That away. And just get a little bit of eyelid trim, that's it. I don't need any more stuff. Well, I do have been using this. Let me get a piece and start cutting some out. This one here. It's just not too bad. All right. So okay, I'm ready. Sorry about that. Taking long here. All right. So I will take this glue, this art glitter glue, which also does fabric. Okay. And so I placed the, let me get these together. I picked that lady and the lady with the hat and the boy and the girl. I might do this one, I'm not sure. We shall see. Because I want to get a lot of it out of my way. Whoops. Just want to get the box out of the way. So now I have more space. I could put my scraps over here. And get this. This is a long piece of lace, which I can use here if I want, but I don't know. I don't think I do. Cut it. I can use a piece of this lace on this side and a piece of my scrap paper, some cheesecloth. This much of it will be good. Okay. So let's see. Kind of mix it up here. And piece of paper can be coming out from here, but I have to distress this paper a little bit. Oops, I'm sorry. Hear that? Okay, so there. And I'm going to give a little color to everything else because I don't see much color in here. To make it look rusty looking. Alright. And down over here. And I can also give it some, I think I should give it some pink. Yeah. Pink, blue, any color. So, the pink. And a little bit more paper. Because that's the paper, I never used it. That's what I'm saying, a little bit more paper. What am I talking about? Let's use, this is the girl I really wanted to use. I want to show it to you. Hold on. This dress. This one right here. So I want to put her, well, I'm going to get all this together. I'm going to open up my glue. Glue something around here, this area. Back here. All right. And I want to glue her on there. So okay. And I'll just scribble on the back of this. And clean this here because it gets dry quick. All right. Some paper. And up here will be fine, just about there. Make sure she's down. Let's see. And then up here, I'm going to use a reinforcer of the ones that I already distressed and look rusty looking right up here. And then I need to put some kind of ribbon or something. I wanted to use some bling and I didn't. My goodness. Okay. What happened to the bling bling? I don't know. Might be too late. So I already have too much on. I don't want to do it. Not going to come out right. So what I'm going to do here is, oh, you know what? How about some of my cutouts from my, I have an Cricut and I have some flower punches that I use. So not too many of them have color. Now I'm going to put the bling on this flower, that's for sure. Should I or should I? Should I or should I? We'll have a nice flower here. Too pinkish maybe for this? Yes. Oh gosh. Trying to find something that will do. Use this one. Whoops. And I have more flowers somewhere else. I have to use flowers, I don't know. Let me get all my flowers home. Not all my flowers, but some of my flowers. Because if I make a flower, it's going to take longer. Because I have to sew it. Or just put something around there and glue it and make a flower. Sometimes I do it that way too. Let's see what I have in here. Pearls. Buttons. The button looks nice. Hold on, let me go to the next box. I have lots of colors there. So, let's cover this. this right here. Some nice this is what I'm gonna use. And I think the button will give it some color. Oops. And the pearl will be right on top. And you hold it a little bit because it dries quick. I'll just leave that bucket open to get flowers if I need them. Okay. So, oops, came off. Uh-oh. How did this happen? No glue around it at all. Okay. Just switch it to the middle a little bit. And there we are. Get some ribbon. Some ribbon. Which I'll make ribbons of all kinds. Let me see. I have go around here and get a ribbon from here. Hold on. Scissor. Because I like to make ribbons from my fabrics. Whoa. And this one has some color on it. And it'll be shabby chic looking, you see. I can distress just a little bit, not too much. There we go. And I'm crafting. I'm not talking much because I'm concentrating. Oh, look at this. I won't even go through. Come on, just because it's a ribbon, it's fabric? No way. Yes, it looks nice. So there it is. And you can cover the back if you want to with a piece of like if you want to do, if you don't want the crackle to show, you just go over it again with ink or use paper. But you know, the real thing is the real thing, so I can go over it with a little bit of, just a little bit, not too much. Because you can write on back of this if you like. And this is the pumpkin pie. What is it? Hero Arts Shadow Ink. And it's pumpkin pie. Pumpkin pie mid-tone. I like that color. It gives it like a rusty color. That's what I like. So I could make a rusty here too. So there's your tag. And there you go. And I rounded the edges, as you can see. And sometimes I do make them without pictures. I just put stones and pearls and all kinds of stuff on it. All depends on the mood that I'm in. I can also get some matte super heavy gel, but this is not the glossy one. It's a matte finish. I will have to use the glossy. Ugh. I don't know. Where's my glossy? This is the one. Very big. Hold on. Almost got it. Okay. Let's move things around here. I have the gloss gel. If I can open it. Oh, I thought I was going to have to call somebody to open this for me. Oh, can you imagine? All right. Just glossy for that crackling look, kind of like a leatherish leather look. Like you're gonna make a leather tag. Right? And that's what it looks like. Let's see. I like that look. I really do. See it? I don't know if you can see the shiny of it. Alright, let me wipe my hands with some wipes. My finger. Get that out of it. Get that out of it. Okay. Let's just push this down. Not too much, so next time I can open it better. Alright. And